This is my land, my garden.
It is beautiful.
Back then there was peace. We wanted to get it in shape, but we couldn't.
How far does our border go from this side? A kilometer?
No, not even a kilometer. I will show it to you right now.
Did you hang this here on purpose?
Yes, so that I can prevent the sight from people passing by. The post is 800 meters away from here. 800 meters away in a straight line. You could count up to 4 and the bullet would reach here from the machine gun that lies there. 200 meters per second.
Is this the wine factory?
Yes, it is.
Is it closed now?
It is not the season for it to work now. It opens during specific seasons.
Basically, the wine factory is right on the border.
Yeah, the cannery used to be on the border, but it was destroyed. The destructed walls you see there, that is the cannery.
Then that is the border. How far is the Azerbaijani border from here?
500 or 600 meters away.
When firings occur, you would be able to see them firing at each other from here. This is the best location for it.
Not if you get shot suddenly. At night you can try to keep yourself away from firings, but you cannot do this in the morning. Bullets are not visible in the morning, but you would be able to see them in the evening.
Seems like your houses are in dangerous spots from them and vice versa, right?
Of course, it also depends on the neighborhood. Our neighborhood is in a very dangerous place because everything is visible. They do not fire randomly here. If, for example, they were to fire our house, they would easily see and fire with a target. However, most of the things would not be visible while firings occur in the village. They would fire randomly.
Would they fire at your house from that post?
From the post over here. There are 2 or 3 posts here and post over there on the left. That is the last post, do you see?
Yes, I see. That seems like it is the nearest one.
There is one nearer here.
It is shocking that you were this close to the Azerbaijanis, but not a single Azerbaijani lived in this area.
Perhaps the area has not been favorable for them. They were mainly involved with farming, and this is a very rocky area. They say a lot of them used to live in Krasny, a big number of them in Vardenis. I used to work at the airport there.
I suppose you always think of the day peace would come.
Of course. We are old enough now that it is okay if we die or if we get killed. But because of the war, our children have gone away. There are no job opportunities, nor peace. What would they do here?
What should the government do in this village that it is not currently doing? We get it that there is war here, it is dangerous, but what can it do to make your life better in a way?
It really cannot do anything. The only thing it can do is make peace at the borders. The Armenian-Azerbaijani issue should be resolved in peace. It is not possible to have peace at some place while there are fights at some other place else.
Would you see Azerbaijani street lights when you look across Azerbaijan, or they too turn off their lights?
No, they keep their lights on.
That means they are safer.
No, not that they are safer. They just know that we would not make any violations. They already know us well. We would not bother them for no reasons. They would never pass on an opportunity to fire at us when they find one. However, we have had a lot of opportunities when we have seen that there is a wedding, yet we have not done anything, when we could have left them with nothing. They would have done it if it were them.
Do you turn on the lights at night?
Mostly we don't. Those are shattered windows there, and these are marks left from tanks. This wall was also damaged, but we recently restored it. I had the idea to plant this during the fights, so that I can prevent sight during the couple of months of the year, when it is green at least. They would certainly fire when they see someone standing, but when they do not see, how would they know whether there is someone here or not?
Does this plant also help you?
But when they do not, how would they know whether there is someone here or not? The whole thing here was destroyed. These damaged fragments were left.
Where would you usually go for shelter when they used to fire during the war?
We used to go downstairs. My parents were alive back then. I had taken them to stay at the hotel, and we stayed here, in the basement next to the garage. Here, the signs of firing are visible on the ground. They fired and destroyed this wall. The windows were completely shattered. This wall did not exist, we recently built it. We have not had the chance to even paint it yet. The whole thing was destroyed. I just built it again. The government did not offer help to restore the house, no financial help, no basic construction material. We only received financial aid that covered 30 slates in total. The whole place was destroyed, only one room was left standing. Everything is newly built.
Who do you live with now?
Only the two of us are left. A single airplane passes by, and children run hiding in corners. They know they would end up firing at the place. They would surely find illnesses in 90% of the children if they examined them. Diabetes or heart issues. What would they do? They cannot work and they always live with fear. On what basis should they stay here if there are not any workplaces or good living conditions? If things were better, we would at least take the children to a safer village and the men would stay here to defend the country. However, nothing makes them stay here but the sense of patriotism. We love our country and we want to be patriots, but we also need to live.